Hello, Gerrard.
Hello, Gerrard.
Gerrard.
Piggy.
How are you? Piggus Riggus?
Piggy.
No, Pig.
We're in it.
We are
Game
right
week.
in it.
Let's go.
What's happening, Piggy?
I'm ready. My team's locked.
How's your
loaded.
team? Good?
Yeah, amazing.
It is locked, is it?
It's mine to lose.
Locked in?
No, it's actually not locked in.
I wouldn't say locked in per se.
Wouldn't say locked in,
No,
but
okay.
wouldn't say I'm happy.
It's a
Wouldn't
bit
say I'm sleeping 8 hours every
More
night.
fluid than that.
It's definitely fluid, yeah, that's for
Okay,
sure.
okay, yeah.
2 games, not enough, but
Yes.
got a small little bite size.
Yes, so a little bit to talk about.
Definitely a
Which is
little
good.
bit to talk about.
Yeah,
So
it would be nice to have all 9 games, but
would have been nice, yeah. Just
Yeah.
a quick little sample size. So, what did you take from it? The 2 games in general. Round 0 is an absolute shit show.
yeah, they did say that it's here to stay as well. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Laura Kane's like, yeah, we love it.
Move this man!
Ooh, I know, what the hell, man?
These people are
So-
absolutely cool.
It's just, bizarre. They're obsessed with it, so.
They're like, oh, okay, you don't like it? We're going to absolutely
Yeah.
double down.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
We're going to have a 0.5 round.
It's like the sub.
Yeah, I know. That's true.
Everyone hates the sub, but they just
They just keep
persisted
persisting
with
with
it
it.
for
The
no,
injury sub, that's not the injury sub
no
anymore.
reason at all.
It's
Like,
just the sub, so...
Anyway, Pig. My takeaways.
Piggy, let's not-
A couple of guys were big takeaways.
couple
for me.
of guys,
A couple of guys we've spoken about quite heavily, actually.
The real deal?
So it's nice. I messaged you the other day. It's nice to be vindicated somewhat, but it's also a little bit frustrating because they would have been nice little pods in our team, I think.
It would have been. It all started with Connor Rosie, and ever since then it's just trickled down to about 4 or 5
isn't
different
it?
players. But
But at least we're a finger on the pulse, Pig. Like
that's
you
what I said.
Yeah,
That's
we're
true.
onto it. So
right? If we throw up 5 names and none of them look to
Yeah.
sniff, then we probably should shut
yeah,
this whole
that's
show
right.
down.
That's
So,
right. Exactly. So what was the first game? It was Hawks and the Swannies, wasn't
Hawks
it?
and Swannies, yeah. Friday
Jeez.
night.
Swannies were disappointing, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Yeah. Hawks really good. There's some doubters. I had a few doubts because there's a lot of pressure on Hawthorn to win the flag this year, even though they had a great year last year and they were, bottom of the ladder for 3 years before
Yeah,
that. So, but you bring in Barras and Battle, that's huge. But, let's just get straight to the point. Will Day.
Will Day.
Your boy,
He made
Will
my
Day.
day. Jesus. He was on 110 plus
I know.
at half time.
Kicked 3 goals, I think 20-odd touches.
Yep.
And he's 491K pick.
Yep.
I was a Will Day. I wasn't a Will Day enthusiast. I'm not gonna say hater. I wasn't.
No, you weren't a hater like some other guys, but you weren't probably as hot as him.
No, I just thought he probably hadn't had the runs on the board yet. But Jesus, he really well and truly proved us wrong.
He dominated too, didn't he? So he 100 and plus on half time, and then got a bit of attention.
Yeah.
After half time, but still scored like 150 or something. So very
I read a bit
good.
of that. He definitely did get attention, but how many people actually scored 200 in this game, Pig? Have you ever had a 200
that's right,
plus?
Exactly right.
So it doesn't really matter how quick you get there. If you score
As long
on
as
one,
you get there.
Yeah, as long as you get there. So
Yep.
a lot of players, and I hear it all the time, and we get a bit excited if a player's on 90, 95 at half time, we're like, he's going 200. That's what we say every single time.
Very rarely works
It rarely
out,
happens.
does it?
So
Yep.
it doesn't matter if you split it over 4 quarters or you do it in half a game, that's still a score to not sneeze at. But so a lot of people didn't have him. Do you have any numbers on what the ownership would be now? It would be quite high, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, would be very high now. Let me have a quick look. I'll tell you.
Yeah, so I it's almost impossible not to slot him into your team, given he's 490K, and a couple of players have obviously fallen by the wayside in Bontempelli, Butters. Man, we'll talk about in the next game as well. So I think it's fair to say Will Day, just on that point alone, he has to be on your team to start.
Yeah, he's gone up to 35% big, which is a big increase. He would have been sub 10% before that.
That's massive.
Because he did sort of struggle in the Amy game as well, which helped his ownership stay low.
Yeah.
So I think with that score on the board now and his price, I think you got to do it because he's gonna go up some big coin now.
Now, are we getting sucked in though, Pig?
Why?
Do you think maybe the round 0? There's only 2 games on.
Yes. Well,
Big score. It's a great score, but it's like, is there a risk to picking Will Day?
Well, there was always a slight risk, but I wouldn't say we're getting sucked in because we were we've been talking about him for a long time.
Yeah.
So it's not as if we've sort of hasn't been on our radar.
That's true.
And he scored that score, and then we're like, oh shit, okay, let's pay attention to Will Day.
Yeah.
He was floating about my team for the last few months.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah, I'm pretty, just like I said, just vindicated.
Vindicated is the right word.
What we thought. So I think, lock him in.
Say that again.
Even with the bye.
Yeah.
Yep. He hasn't shared the bye with anyone, really. Yeah. So that's okay.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. Happy to lock him in.
So what bye is it, round 2, isn't it? The round 2 bye?
No, he's round 4.
Round 4. So you can't really wait. You have to make the call on him, I guess.
Yep. Yeah.
So
I'm very happy to lock him in, Pig. He's got the Bombers, I think, next up. Should score okay there.
Yep.
Who's he got then? Carlton.
Okay.
Should score okay there. So he's got a decent run. So I like him. I think he's going to be close to a 110 guy this year.
Yeah, so 490. There's so much money to be made on him.
Yep.
And with
big fan.
A few of the bigger names falling out, I think we'd have to go with him, Pig,
unfortunately. Use the money elsewhere.
I don't know why I say unfortunately, but you know what I mean. I wasn't sold about. Now I am. Now I've got all tickets to. Season tickets to the Will Day show.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Anyone else? There wasn't that many relevant players.
One that I feel vindicated about, Matty Roberts.
Roberts.
I was pretty hot on Matty Roberts. I thought he is going to have a breakout year. We picked him as a breakout player. Scored a 124. Looked great in a pretty average Sydney defence. I don't know what's going on with that defence. They have no key backs.
Yeah. It's not good.
They have Melican the Pelican.
I can't see McCartan being full forward for.
Yeah, I know.
At least maybe if McDonald comes back, he might swap around.
And then Patton as well. I don't know what's going on with that backline in general, but anyway, we're focusing on Supercoach. Yep. Matty Roberts, 124, 434K. Yeah, he's been in my team basically all preseason. And again, that's another one that I wouldn't say he's a bigger secret in Supercoach, but there's obviously always a bit of... there's always a bit of a grey area to see if they're going to back up a huge season they had. So all looks good for him. Good on the punt, and he's good on Supercoach.
Yeah, we love Matty Roberts big time. He's going to have a good year this year.
Yep.
Lloyd Meek. Yeah, he's actually sort of jumped into calculations a bit.
He absolutely ragged old Brodie Grundy.
He did. He's just a huge man, isn't he?
He's a big guy. He's huge. I think he's 203 or something, but he must be 110.
Oh, yeah.
Plus.
He would be.
He's absolute pipes.
And he's actually got some forward craft too. He snuck forward and kicked a few goals. So
I
don't
know if anyone caught it.
We've been a lot worse.
We've been talking about this all week. Brodie Grundy, absolute shit show.
Oh.
He gave up. He threw the white towel.
Yeah, he got absolutely pantsed.
Yeah, when they really needed him, I think it was third quarter. Where's Brodie Grundy? We look down and he's tying his shoe. He's like
literally right next to the right contest. He's tying his shoe. He's like, just hold up. Hold up and tie my shoe.
I was just like...
God damn it!
God damn it, Brodie.
Robbo, we love you, mate. But honestly, that was absolutely
sickening, wasn't it? And poor old Heaney's got to put his hand up and do the ruck work.
I just can't believe that. He was like just tying his shoes. Look at that. And Lloyd Meeks just towering over Heaney. I'm like, you're done, brother.
And it was a boundary throw in as well. So it wasn't like it was a surprise that there was going to be a ruck contest.
There was no need for it. Even if I've seen players play with no shoe.
Yeah, exactly.
For 2 minutes.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
He's like, my shoes. He's like loop to loop, like tied up. I was like, you're an absolute mess, mate. So, Chatty Warner had a good game.
He was good, Chatty Warner. And you know what? He actually spent a lot of time forward.
Yeah.
When he needed to, in terms of the percentages.
Yeah.
So
you reckon DPP is stiffing around?
He's definitely stiffing around.
Okay, I like that.
He's above the threshold quite comfortably at the moment.
Where do we sit with Nick Blakey? He's 5.25, so he's on the low end of premiums.
I've always liked Nick Blakey, but
he always falls in a gap somewhere where there's probably a different option than him. So yeah.
He gets asked to do jobs sometimes and doesn't get to quite play his normal game.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
which does kill his scoring a bit.
That's true.
I do like the lizard.
I love
the guys dressed up as frilly neck lizards.
Grown men dressed up as lizards.
That is commitment. That is commitment, definitely.
Imagine rocking up to the game.
Yeah. In frilly neck.
You couldn't take public transit. You have
what
to.
What about getting the Uber home?
With the loss, right?
And it pissed down too, like halfway through.
Yeah, so just
wet frilly neck lizards.
A wet lizard. Mate, can you turn the heat level? He's just like gets home to the missus. Imagine getting home to your missus and a soaking wet lizard. Just like
it's like Catman. Like, geez, how do you do that?
I don't know. Catman is different. There's Catman, there's Blue Man in Big Bash. No, Blue Man in Big Bash.
Yeah.
For South Australia. He's literally baby blue. Could you imagine that?
Some people just love it.
Say that again.
Say that again.
So good.
All right, Piggy.
So you mentioned, Chatty Warner was really good.
Yep.
Anyone else, Pig?
Just some of the rookies. Ben Patton scored a 67. I don't like the look of him. I've got to be honest with you.
Well, that's his ceiling pretty much.
It's quite a good score for DPP.
It's not bad,
rookie.
yeah.
133, but I don't trust. I reckon he'll be out of the team if. I
don't think he's locked into the team, and
nah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we can probably do better.
Yeah.
Yep. Angus Sheldrick,
be better. Oh, Sheldrick.
What happened there?
Robbed. Right in front
He
of me.
just robbed us.
He had the roll. He looked the part. He absolutely burnt the ball 3 or 4 times to start the game, and never looked good. I'm not giving up hope on him, but it's really hard to.
I do think he'll be good.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it, to dig yourself out of a 33?
Yeah, that was tough.
Guess, but
that was tough.
Definitely.
What do you have? 9 points in the first half, Pig.
Yeah, not ideal.
Not a good start.
Not ideal when we're trying to lock our final team.
I mean, he had a good third quarter.
Yeah.
So he scored like 25 points in the third quarter. It's pretty good. But
definitely something there. So I'll just wait and see. But if you had him on your bench and you had no other option, I don't think it's the worst thing to keep him for now.
Yep. Yeah, not the worst thing. I think he's still going to be good this year. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Piggy, the next game.
Yep.
It's a great game to watch, actually.
Yeah. Giants
absolutely beat the brakes off of Collingwood, which
it did.
Quite,
it
visually.
Was quite a surprise.
Quite visually appealing to me. It wasn't a surprise to me, Pig.
No,
I'm cold on the pies, and I'm pretty hot on GWS.
Yeah, we are both hot on GWS. We've got them for the cup this year. So
and they didn't quite show us that sign of a premiership team in the preseason. So
but then again, you don't have to. I suppose
you don't. You really don't.
So they were impressive.
Let's just
talk
about the biggest pig of them all, Finn Callaghan.
Finny.
Fantastic Finn.
Every bit the $2 million man.
He is. Saints a lot. We should have doubled it. 34 million. Unbelievable.
$2 million a year. Just give it to him.
Talk us through it, Pig. So 144.
Huge. He was everywhere. Really impressed me, Finny. So he's another guy, along with Will Day, that we've been banging on about.
Yeah.
So
we had him neck and neck with Ashcroft.
Yep.
And
he's right in that mix.
He was that good that even with the bye, we have to pick him.
Yep. Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah. So he kicked, I reckon he would have had, close to 30, maybe around that?
Yeah, he had 33, 34
Jesus.
touches.
3 goals.
Heaps of them were contested. Yeah. Used it really well and kicked a few goals.
Yeah, and what did I say, 700 metres plus gained.
Yep. That's impressive. Crazy. Very impressive.
Very impressive. So it is the year of the mid-price.
It's exactly what we wanted to see from him.
Yeah. So we're going to have a few middies in the middle.
If they keep doing that, then why wouldn't you?
We've got a brigade of midfield magic. So
like you said, it's those guys are emerging. So I think if you want to pick a midi, you pick an emerging guy.
Yeah, not a washed up.
Not a washed up
Clayton
injury.
Obviously the exception to the rule.
He's quite a rare one. But these guys are they're pushing for primo status. So I really like what I saw from Finney.
Oh, I love it.
We had him for 20 plus as well, and he saluted that nicely.
So it was just
25 might be a little 25
might be
plus.
An option, you reckon?
Apparently Green might be back this week. That's the word.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Interesting to see how that affects him. I don't think it will too much.
GWS are firing, but Collingwood had no right to. Giants had no right to win that. Really,
not that way.
In a way,
not
not that way. No Green, no Jesse Hogan,
no Stringer,
Briggsy broke his neck in the first bloody minute, and
the
most capable ruckman in the league.
Yeah, it was strange. They just
Lachlan O'Keefe.
The Pies just obviously the Pies missed a lot of goals, but they just kept kicking it to Sam Taylor as well.
Yeah, their entry was putrid.
Really bad.
More of a Supercoach focused pick. There's a few names I want to talk to you about, but we will mention Sam Taylor. He's not really Supercoach relevant, but he is unbelievable. I think he had nearly 10 intercept bars. It was 9 or 8. Huge. He's 384k. I don't think that's a.
With that score on the board as well.
I know. Yeah, but if they're going to keep kicking it up to
worse.
Him,
he's a gun. I couldn't believe he's only 25 years old.
I know.
I was talking to you about that.
He's an absolute
That surprised
star.
me big time. So I feel like he's been around for a long time.
No, he hasn't. Yeah, so 25 years old. He's right in the sweet spot. He's probably before the sweet spot. 27, 28 for a key defender is a really good age. So, well, let's stick on.
I don't know if you can pick him, but Yeah, we'll keep an eye on him.
Keep an eye on
Great draft option.
We never
really
say never to anyone, Pig.
No, we don't. Yep.
Say that again.
We're pretty welcoming here, Piggy.
We got a few people I really liked. Josh Kelly. Had a great game. 137.
Yeah, look,
Is he still?
I don't want to talk about Kelly, but he's making me do it. Like he was great. I mean, the role was a pure mid, inside mid as well.
Yeah, instead of like being pushed out
on the wing. So
okay. So
he's probably the one that's going to get affected the most from Green coming back, I'd say.
Yeah, I think so. 538K though. We'll just we'll keep it a while on you.
Yeah.
One I really really liked, and you talked about him maybe a week or so ago. Lockie Ash.
Lockie Ash. Yep.
Yeah, he started slow, but he sprang to life. He ended up on 122, 456, another 450 to 500K.
Yeah.
Especially defender. We're just absolutely cutting with it.
Yep. Yeah, there's another guy to put on the list because, no Cumming and other guys, no Perryman.
Because you fit an extra one in the back.
Oh.
It's so hard. Like, I'm assuming most people have, like, maybe a Roberts, a Perryman.
Short, maybe.
A Short, yeah. That's probably... When I say people, I'm talking about my team right now. But
I mean, you could. The buy obviously makes it a bit painful. You don't want to have too many guys there.
That's true, yeah.
Probably one to look at. But, like, even if you don't pick him in your starting team, like, he's a guy that could go the next level, and then we have to consider him.
And he's still reasonably cheap, so you might lose a bit of money, like the early gen, but I think he's still going to be reasonably cheap if you pounce on him a little bit later as well. So
no, he was really good.
Yeah, that's good.
Impressive.
Pig, we've got a few little cash cows.
Cashies? There is a few cashies, yeah.
So James Leake.
James Leakey, yeah, I liked him. Yeah, yes, that's it. Get that ka-ching going, Pig. I mean, 64, it doesn't exactly jump off the paper, but he only played half the game.
Pig, are we getting too snobby? 64?
Yeah, I know.
It's quite
64 is good. For a defender rookie, we're more than happy with that.
If he can put up 50 plus every game, we're more than happy with that.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. But like I said, just if he could just play 60% of the game, 70% of the game, he would have had an 80 plus, and then you're like, whoa, then you're like, really ka-ching. So
Connor Stone, another one.
Yep.
So he looked good.
I like Connor Stone. We talked about him a bit.
So
yep, he's that intercepting guy. He was pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah,
I liked him. Max
he's forward status. How did he go, Grzycki?
61.
Yeah, 61. Okay.
Yeah,
that's reasonable.
Goals, though, so he's a bit different than the other two. He's a key forward. So,
yeah, I don't like his security in the team with Hogan not there.
Yeah, but he looked right. Did some good things.
I reckon Riccardi was out too.
Riccardi was out, yeah.
So I think he's probably the first out.
Yep.
I reckon.
So, yeah, as good as GWS, Collingwood were pretty embarrassing.
Pretty bad. Yep.
Bar one, oh boy.
Yeah, bar one or two. Yeah, this guy. Whoa. Can you finally respect this guy? I mean, I've been banging on about this guy all pre-season.
God damn it!
I cannot. You did. You called that. Yeah.
His score is obviously a little bit inflated.
What do you mean, Piggy? He rocked against the most capable ruckman in the AFL. Lachlan
Lucky Queef.
You said that. Now, one week later.
Well, yeah. Hey, you can only score who you play against, right? So
what does that mean? 164.
He really made the most of it.
Does he have to be? Do you have to pick him? 164. Like, if you're not going Gawn, well, I'm going Gawn and I'm going Cherry. But now I'm thinking
I'm looking at Gawn and Cameron.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, Ches.
I love Ches, Pig, but geez, 164 in the books.
I know.
He's got Sweetie next week.
Yeah.
And he's got English the week after.
Yeah.
Two guys that
could do a number, you think?
Well, I don't do a number, but he will score pretty well against those two guys. They're not exactly
but
tricky opponents.
Having two ruckmen I can set and forget this year is my key goal.
Yes,
so it's
you got to be flexible, Pig.
A little bit at the start. You got to be a little bit flexible.
I think so.
Say that again.
Because I like Cameron because he's got the massive score on the board already.
Yeah.
So he's guaranteed to go up in price basically, and B, you can sort of just reevaluate after his buy his round 3 buy. Okay. So he's going to go up in price after round 2, hopefully a big one.
Yeah.
And then has the buy, so you can sort of decide what you want to do from there.
Okay.
Like if Cherry's putting up big numbers,
you can go to him.
Then you're happy to just go to him, then set and forget.
And you just made a little bit of cash.
Yeah, made a bit of cash, hopefully.
Burn a trade, but you've also made a bit
of cash. You burn a trade, but we've got heaps of trades, Pig.
Say that again.
That is famous last words. We've got heaps of trades. And then round 15, you just hat in hand, Please, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's something to think about anyway.
I was thinking no, but now I'm like, yeah, maybe that's a possibility.
But yeah, running the numbers on him, it does look like he's going to basically make sort of 30 odd K.
Yeah.
Which is good for a 566 guy. He's going to be up around 600.
Okay, that's really good.
So, yeah.
Piggy.
Could be a bit of a move.
This guy.
Robbed! Right in front of me!
Nick Dacos.
Oh, yeah, Nicky Dacos. We're going to talk about Nick Crampos.
What the hell was
Yeah,
that?
look.
That doesn't look like a cramp to me. That looks like you got cool kid.
Yeah, it was a weird one.
But they would take
I think
him
it
off,
was a
surely.
cramp. I don't know. Yeah. I think he was pretty adamant to stay out there initially. And then, he basically couldn't run. So I was like, okay, well, you got to come off, mate. But
Oh, yeah, it's a complete shit show.
he's copying it pretty badly from the pundits
Yeah.
over being not prepared.
Yeah.
I think it was more the fact that he had that issue throughout the preseason,
Yeah.
the foot issue,
Yeah.
the plantar fasciitis,
Yeah.
which clearly, as we saw, has set him back a little bit.
I did see on the Dan Does Footy podcast, it's quite funny, they're saying that there's an inside word that he looked quite tan before the game.
He did look
And
very
he
tan.
might have hit the solarium just a little bit, cranked the settings up a
there
little bit
there
too
might be
high,
something there.
that he's completely cooked himself out.
Hey, I wouldn't rule that out. He was bloody black.
Yeah. So,
What's going on there?
I don't know. He's either been on a catamaran somewhere enjoying himself or, something. He's definitely, he's gone for 15 and he's done an hour and a half in the solarium.
Oh, no.
Because that didn't look right. That, for anyone to be, like, there's cramp and then there's that. That was
next level.
Yeah, that was next
four
level.
different
So,
places.
Hey, I guess that's that's how the lay of the land works sometimes in Supercoach. So he's definitely out on everyone's team now.
Yeah, well, we spoke about it last podcast. We said, well, what are we doing with Nick Dacos? If he scores a 70, okay, the decision's easy. He's going to drop like 50K, so we can bring him in round
We
4,
didn't
round 5.
expect that though. That was crazy. So
Yep.
but I think it was all full steam ahead for him, and then now it's like cut you around.
Yep.
We'll see.
Plus, he obviously got probably one of the hardest tags to deal with in the comp. Like Bedford's emerged as a really good tagger, and he was all over him, and obviously Dacos was doing what he could to stop it.
He had 21 still. He was
very good.
I think if he was okay, he would have rose to the challenge against Bedford.
Yeah, but geez, it would require a lot of effort to beat a
require
tag
Nick
like
Dacos to do it.
Yeah. Like,
Say that again.
He was looking good, and I thought, okay, we got to pick him, but
God damn it!
God damn.
No, I was looking for this one.
Move this man!
You're dead to us.
That's all right.
No,
We love you. You'll be in my team probably round 4 or 5.
All right,
mate,
Pete, so that's it. That's the 2 rounds.
That's the 2
It wasn't going to be a
games,
long one tonight, but I guess, we'll just wait and see. We're 2 days out from the season now. It's exciting. Before we go, we'll just quickly run through all the debuts lined up. There's plenty of them, so we'll go Carlton, Camporeale.
Yep.
I'll name them. You
Lucas.
tell me yes, no, maybe, all right?
Okay.
In your team. In a team, most teams. So Carlton, Camporeale.
He is a maybe to a yes for me.
Yeah.
I do like him. He had really good numbers.
85% game time as well.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
Not many wingmen coming for his spot. Really good numbers in the juniors.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
All right, so we got the Richmond trio. So we got Armstrong.
Yeah, key forward, probably just avoid for now.
Yep. So we got Big Laylor.
Yeah, I like Laylaw.
Yep.
Yep, number 1 pick.
So yes.
Yep.
And then my boy Lukey Trainer.
Yep. I like Trainer. Yep.
So
probably for
probably-
the bench.
He's probably knocked out like an O'Connell or something in defence.
Yeah, on the team. In the
something
team.
like that,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he
No
looked
call
good.
from Saints.
He looked good the other day.
Okay, so
And obviously he earned his spot, so.
Yeah, then we got Flossie, Big Finn O'Sullivan.
Yeah. He's a weird one because if he plays wing, it's like, maybe not.
Yeah.
But if he plays that halfback intercepting role,
Yeah.
ooh, big.
Well, I thought about that today, and I'll finish on that point about the 4 primos into 3
Yep.
primo rookies, but
5 into 3.
4 into 3. So we'll talk about it in a sec.
okay, yeah.
So Finn O'Sullivan is a yes to a maybe, but he's definitely a gun. We've got, I would say Joe Barry's going to play for Port.
Yep, he'll play. Probably a no from me for now. No to a maybe.
Only because he's like a similar price to this next
Yeah.
one, which is Isaac Kako.
Yeah, I prefer Kako.
Yeah.
Just because his price and he's a
DPP.
little bit cheaper than those guys and DPP. Yep.
Okay, so
Yep.
Isaac
And he's already,
Kako.
we've seen what he can do as well already.
Yeah.
And Barry looked good as well, but
Yeah, it's a bit
Kako
more
was
of an
elite.
unknown. I think he's a bit more of, he's going to be a bit of an impact player.
Yeah.
But I think Kako actually is going to surpass just an impact forward.
Just the DPP is huge as well.
It's huge. That's the big
Yep.
one, yeah,
Yep.
to me as well. Is there anyone else that I missed?
I don't think so at this stage.
No, we'll see. They're all
There's obviously
things-
going to be heaps more.
Yeah, they'll trickle in.
Davidson will play for the doggies.
Oh, definitely. He's
So you lock him away in your
so
forward
well.
line bench. That's my bench at the moment, Kako and Davidson.
yeah, same. Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
Dr. Davidson.
one last thought before we head off big. And I should have threw a few of these out with the rookie
you
with the
should've.
cash cow. So
It's all right. We'll just.
all right,
Next time.
we'll get better. Hey,
God damn it!
hey, Robbo. We love you, Robbo. Pig, I want to finish on this. The flex. Final thoughts on the flex. We're 2 days away. What's your final thought right now?
I fucking hate the flex, Big. That's my final thought. Fuck the flex.
Boo this man!
Whoever thought of the flex, boo.
Laura Kane did.
Boo
That's
that
the short
man.
answer.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
She's got shares in there, and she's thought, you know what? How can I screw these guys even more? Flex.
It's just a headache, another headache to deal with.
It's just unnecessary.
I mean, yeah.
So we've gone from
You can do anything there.
you could do anything, but
Like-
then Flynn came in vogue, obviously.
Yeah, I do like Flynn because ever since I saw the flex, I sort of lean towards a money-making point scorer.
Yeah.
You know, it sort of ticks all the boxes you want, really.
Yeah, like to
Ideally
grow.
with DPP.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Flynn could be a real money-making point scorer
Yeah.
for us. So I do like Flynn
Yep.
in the flex. Yep.
All right. So we talked about like most teams had like the three primos in like Elijah Sardis, Ashcroft, and like
Primo
Finn
rookies. Yep.
Yeah, primo rookies, I should say, and Finn O'Sullivan. But now, obviously, with Laylaw coming in or Lawler coming in, he was so good in that preseason hit out before he got bloody smashed. It's like you asked me earlier in the day, is there room for four of these guys? So the only answer would be probably in the flex, right?
Yeah, probably. Oh, you could shuffle your.
Just none of them are
structure
DPP. If
around.
one of them was DPP,
Yeah, that'd be great. That would be fantastic.
amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it does feel a bit gross having one on the bench.
I don't
Unless
like
you got
that.
a loop, you could loop your loop.
But
you
I'm
know.
just thinking if I had to cut one, and as much as I love Finn O'Sullivan,
Yeah.
if I had to pick one,
He'd be the
maybe
one I'd
Finn,
be cutting.
because he's
Him or
role could
Laylaw,
change.
or Lawler, but yeah, if Finn is on the wing, then he's not going to be that good of a pick.
Yeah, and also Lawler's probably going to go DPP as well because he's going to definitely play.
He'll be plenty of time forward.
So
and,
I don't know,
and Lawler just seems like a super coach guy. Like he's an impact guy.
But maybe they'll try and protect him a little bit. I don't know. He doesn't seem like the guy
maybe,
that likes to
but-
be protected. But yeah,
But if he's out there, like he'll have a crack.
he's out there.
He's out there, rubbing our
Cash.
hands together. Yeah, it's a
money.
tricky one.
Yeah.
Obviously, you will see what selection holds, Pig.
If they throw him forward,
Oh, there's a pig on the ground. There is a pig at full forward.
very,
There's a
I
pig
do
on
like
the
him.
ground.
I do like him.
very good pig. So yeah, I guess
Plenty to think about.
the two games are done. We're just days away. So
Yeah.
Thursday night, first kickoff. That's
Yep.
lockout.
Well,
Was that rolling
It's a rolling
lockout?
lockout. Yeah,
So
so
what
it's
is-
your lockout for Richmond and Carlton players.
So you basically have the weekend to trade any players that aren't playing at that time.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So you're
a soft
free
lockout.
to mess with your team as long as they're not the players that are playing.
But you don't want to do that too much
No,
because
that's right.
your options start dwindling
Exactly.
as
Yeah,
the
yeah,
weekend
exactly
goes.
right. So
So it's maybe
don't mess around with it too much.
So maybe tomorrow night, run a bath, light a candle, and
Just check out the teams. But yeah,
put the
Thursday's
teams up
big.
on the
Thursday's
projector.
big because the teams will be dropping at like I think it's 5:30 or 5:50
Yeah.
our time, and then obviously the game's on at 7 or so.
It's fair to say it
couple hours.
doesn't feel like there's going to be many surprises. Like rookies wise, we're pretty well
No, I
across
don't think
it.
so, but there always is though.
Yeah.
There's always a couple of surprises, like
Yeah.
random people named and not named. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be exciting. Pick the first week's always very exciting.
All right,
We'll
pick
be in the
one.
war room.
It's been real. It's been good. It's just been
Been real good.
it's been real good. Pleasure, Piggy.
All right.
So thanks everyone. Make sure you join, subscribe, jump on us.
Check us out everywhere.
Yeah, please. We're really trying to grow this YouTube,
Everywhere.
and we're getting some good results in the other
areas.
platforms. So yeah, it would be nice if we could get a like or a thumbs up.
Yep.
Tell us we're shit.
It goes a long way.
Skip
Even
that.
just a little like just goes a long way, Pig.
Even if you just write "boo these men," we'll accept it.
Hey, it's all content.
And if we do, we'll be like,
God damn it!
That's really growing me, that one, Robbo.
If you're out there, brother, we've
we love you, Robbo.
got a role for you at the Footy Gods.
Come on, mate. Come on board.
Piggy, I love you, mate. It's been a good one.
Good stuff.